Gemini, what is up? What is good? What is up with you? We're going to take a little look here tonight and see what's going on with you guys for the first week of June. So if you are a regular follower of mine, you probably noticed that I'm switching things up this month. I'm going to play around with weekly check-ins. Now, that's not all the month of June is going to consist of, but I want to start throwing that in the mix. So, for those of you in need of a personal reading, all the information is right down here in the description of this video. And for those of you catching this on time, we got a few more days, and my course on how to read the tarot is going bye-bye. That's June 1st. June 1st, we're cutting that course off. I don't know which one I'm going to bust out for the month of June, but I am working on a new one too, by the way, and that's going to be a good one, a really important one. Anywho, everything's in the description for anything you need to know. All right, let's hop into this. I want just a short, sweet, general, energetic overview of the person that you're dealing with and the energy surrounding them. How about that? Person Gemini is dealing with. Let's get a quick, general, energetic overview here. Person Gemini is dealing with. Quick, general, energetic overview. Oh, shit, damn. Right, straight out the gate. Very argumentative, defensive. Maybe that's just somebody that's at war with themselves. How about that? How about that? They're at war with themselves. And yeah, most of the time, more often than not, when somebody's at war with themselves, if you try to get close to them, they'll be at war with you too. Could be a fire sign for some of you. Let's see what else wants to come through. Boom! Could be an Aries for some of you. All right. Well, so it's like this. Wow, what the fuck? Okay, so we got Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups here. That kind of feels to me like somebody that wants to walk away from this, but have you chase after them, is what this feels like. It's what this feels like. They want you to chase after them. It's like they want you to think that they're ending this and walking away from this. But now, I don't know if they've done this already or if this is something that's about to happen. But just this person's energy is the type of person that wants you to chase after them, but not so they can be with you, so they can reject you. If that makes any sense. I know that sounds kind of sick and twisted, but again, this is just an energetic overview of this person's energy. Looks like a very argumentative individual, very defensive. This looks like some toxic shit, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna bullshit you, man. This look toxic as fuck. Okay. Could be dealing with a Taurus for some of you. Don't really have a whole lot else to say here. That's about all I can get out of that. I can't think of any other way to spin that spread. That's about it. Jesus Christ, Batman. Well, let me dig up their intentions a little bit deeper. Let's see if this person even goes any deeper than that. Is there more to it than that, or what is up? What is up with this individual? Two of Wands, Tower again. Yeah, now I don't really think it goes very much deeper than that, dude. I don't think so. It don't look like it goes a whole lot deeper than that. Yeah, Fool card again. A lot of the same cards are coming out here. See? Immature, dude. Immature game player. Look, we got Lover's card reversed, 10 of cups upright. Back and forth, flippy floppy, up and down and back and forth. So, yeah. No, I don't really think it goes a whole lot deeper than that. So it's kind of like this person doesn't really know how to connect with anybody. Now, I'm kind of tempted to dig this up a little bit deeper, but this is a general reading, so I don't want to dig it up too deep, but I'll just throw this out there. Usually this type of energy comes through when somebody wasn't given a childhood where they were shown very much attention. You know, this is usually the type of person that deep down inside, their inner child is starved for attention, you know. And if that cultivates into adulthood, then that's when it turns into this, you know, toxic shit of a person doesn't know how to have a healthy relationship and settle down and be peaceful and happy and whatnot. They're just constantly trying to fill that void. So they're creating dramatic situations just to have you begging and pleading and chasing and begging and chasing and you know, that type of energy. Again, I don't want to dig this up too deep. This is a general reading, but I feel like somebody kind of needs to hear this. You know, there's a very, very damaged inner child deep down inside this person. Goddamn, Gemini, dude, I didn't expect this to be that fucking dramatic. Holy shit sticks, Batman. Could be a Cancer for some of you. Could be a fellow Gemini. I have 2 Aries cards here. Could be anybody, man. Those are just energies. Let's see the outcome of this situation. How's this whole thing playing out? What's the outcome? How's this whole thing playing out? What's the outcome of this situation? Ace of Wands. You know what that means, right? That means a repeat cycle. Have you already been on and off with this person? Some of you, maybe. If you haven't, and you keep feeding into this, you're about to be. Looking like a loop-de-loop repeat cycle of drama and conflict. Yeah, but I mean, it just, this is something that some of you are just having such a hard time separating yourself from. Such a hard time separating yourself from it that it's you just having a hard time fucking walking away from it. So it's looking like a repeat cycle is happening here. Oh, damn. Let's get the advice, dude. This needs advice. This needs advice badly. Badly. What's the advice for Gemini? What is the advice? Advice. Oh, what flipped over here? Oh, 4 of Swords. Hang on. Hey, Queen of Wands, man. Look, okay. I'm not going to tell you what and what not to do. I'm just going to give you some things to think about. First of all, what hurts worse? Being alone or being stuck in this situation? Just something to think about. Now, it's not rhetorical. That's just something to ask yourself. Also, think about this. You have 2 paths that you could take. You're at a crossroads. Both of the paths are painful. You have the pain of change or the pain of staying the same. The pain of repeating the cycle. The pain that comes with change is temporary. It'll hurt, but it'll pass. The pain of staying the same is permanent. That will keep looping around, and then not only will it keep looping around, but it'll get heavier and heavier and heavier. It'll get more painful as time goes on. So, not going to tell you what to do, though. Just keep those things in mind so that, hopefully when the time comes and the time is right, you can make a more educated and informed decision that actually comes with being able to integrate the wisdom. And then once you're integrating the wisdom into your life path moving forward, you're going to level up. This is going to turn you into a completely different person. And when you become a different person, that means you're vibrating at a different frequency. When you vibrate different, you attract different. Think about that. All right. Well, let's see if anything new is coming in the first week of June. Anything new coming in for Gemini first week of June? Anything new coming in? Moon card reversed. Ooh, death reversed. Some of y'all might have a past person thinking about trying to make their way back in. Ace of Cups reversed, though. Yeah, there's a lot of past energy in here, honestly. But with the Ace of Cups reversed, I'm not 100% convinced that action is being taken. Matter of fact, for some of you, I might even go as far as to say that past energy could be serving as an energetic blockage that is making it difficult for something new to come in, potentially. But I mean, Ace of Cups reversed, anything new coming in, that looks kind of like a direct no. And with the death reversed, those of you who are still energetically attached to a past person, that'll do it. But I do kind of feel like there is still some unprocessed business from the past that is affecting this situation. Some of you, I don't think it's going to happen in the first week of June, but I do think before July gets here, a lot of you are going to end up reconnecting in some way with a past person. I'm not saying that you're necessarily getting back together, but the energy is pretty heavy here. Past energy is very, very heavy. So, and I think quite a few of you know who I'm talking about, and probably another decent little handful of you are waiting on it, is what it's telling me. So what is telling me? All right, well, let's grab some advice. And what's the advice for Gemini? What's the advice? Oh, man, don't surrender. Now, okay, hang on. Let me back up. Because we all know that in today's day and age, in the dating world, one of the biggest buzzwords is independence. Okay? I don't like throwing that word around willy-nilly without digging it up. Okay? So when I say don't surrender your independence, that doesn't mean go be alone. Independent doesn't mean alone. Independent simply means I don't need anyone. Doesn't mean I don't have anyone. It doesn't mean that I don't welcome anyone. It doesn't mean I don't accept help from anyone. It doesn't mean none of that. It means I don't need. Our 90% of our problems as humans come from a vibration of need. The vibration of need is a lack vibration. The lack vibration is going to continue manifesting more lack and need into your life. And so again, I know, in today's day and age, everybody's talking about independent this, independent that, independent. But what most people are referring to is alone. I do it all myself. I take care of myself. I got my own car, got my own job, got my own house, buy my own clothes, cook my own food, tie my own shoes, and wipe my own ass. Now, I'm not saying that those things are intrinsically bad, but that's not what I mean by independent. Independent could mean, hey, I got a big circle of friends and family. I'm happily married to my divine life partner. I accept help. I got people that help me, right? Just because somebody helps you doesn't mean you're not independent. Okay? Whether or not you're independent is determined by whether or not you feel like you need the help. You need it. I don't need anyone. I don't need help. I'll accept it. I got plenty of help in my life. Oh, I got plenty of it. I just don't need it. I got plenty of people in my life. I just don't need them. Does it make sense? Hopefully we can get that energy pulled in and roped in so that we can start, because that movement is destroying relationships, completely destroying it, completely. And so with that movement completely destroying families and destroying relationships, I want to make sure that I'm explaining what I mean by that when I say that. I'm not saying go be alone. I'm not saying do everything by yourself, right? I'm saying check your intentions, check your motives, okay? Don't need anyone. Don't need or depend on anything or anyone. It doesn't mean that you're not being helped. It doesn't mean you don't have people in your life. That's not what it means. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do think, especially for those of you who do know what I'm talking about when I refer to a past person. Some of you don't, but especially those of you who, as soon as I say that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's going to have to be released somehow, some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, again, we're going to be doing bonus readings and extended readings and all that stuff, and we'll dig into that deeper when the time comes for that. But I will say that, especially when I refer to a past person, and you know exactly who I'm talking about, I would be in there getting to work, doing what you can to release as much of that on your own as possible. It'd be nice if you could completely release it all on your own, but at least be doing what you can to, release anything from the past, shoot a closure message if you have to, whatever it takes, because it's kind of slowing things down and holding things back a little bit. Okay. So, all right, y'all. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Gemini family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is right down there in the description. And don't forget, we got a few more days, June 1st, and my course on how to read the tarot is going bye-bye. I have no idea what course I'm going to break out for the month of June. We'll figure that out on the fly on June 1st. But I am working on a new one. And this next one is going to be a good one. Okay? So, all right, y'all. I'm out of here. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.